The following program is sponsored by Yaba TV.
Welcome to our beautiful show, the Yaba TV show. I am your host, Sia. Today is a very special show. As always, I like to brag about my shows. Well, this show is titled, or the topic is, Balancing Between Career and Family. And sometimes it's a challenge, but we must do it. As professional women or professional working class people, you have to take the time to spend time, quality time with your family, as much as also you balance work. So on this show, we're going to talk about that. My guests on the show are Anna Queen Tutt from eXp Realty. She's going to tell you all about what you need to know about buying a home and how she can educate you of keeping your home, what you need to do to maintain your home, what you need to do to get your home, or even if you have a shaky credit, what you need to do to clean it and to be able to acquire a home. And then my other guest, Dr. Brooke Crawford, she's an international minister, apostle. She is a woman that she's full of energy, wisdom, and so much power. You'll get to hear from her as well, and so much more as we talk on balancing between career and family. So you don't want to miss this show today. Tell everybody you know about our beautiful show, the Yaba TV show. Be back in a moment. Welcome back to our beautiful show, the Yaba TV show. My name is Sia, your host. Today our topic is balancing between career and family. I know so many of you watching the show that have your own businesses. Sometimes it's a challenge to stop work and go to family and take care of family and do some quality time with family. But on this show today, we're going to talk about all of that and more. My guest on the show right now is Anna Queen Tutt with eXp Realty. And this lady, I've known her for some time. She is all about business when it comes to educating people about buying a home. And we're going to hear all about that today. But first, I'd like to welcome Anna to the show. Welcome.
Thank you so much, my sister. This is a pleasure. I'm so honored that you have me on your show today.
You're welcome. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Anna Queen Tutt, like King Tut, but Queen Tut, and I am a real estate agent. I'm a realtor and a realtist serving our community. So I don't just help sell homes, I change lives.
Oh, wow. I like that. Change lives.
Yes.
That's what we need, especially with this pandemic.
Yes.
People are still buying homes
Yes,
regardless of what's going on. And you are an educator in that area. Let's talk about that.
Yes, I definitely stress in educating my clients either to buy, sell, invest, build a legacy. So I teach my clients how to build generational wealth. I can sell you a home, but you need to understand how to leverage your home, how to build generational wealth that you can pass down from one generation to the next generation to the next generation. And you can keep that legacy going. And we do not do enough of that. I wasn't educated when I started.
When you say we, code African Americans.
Yes, I'm talking. That's
or some
true.
people just go black.
Yes.
Let's talk about you being able to balance between work and family. How?
You know, it has not been easy. I'm going to be honest. And my kids and grandkids, they'll tell me, Granny, put the phone down. So I'm learning to be intentional. So when I'm in the space with them or family time, to be intentional, put the phone to the side. It's okay. You can answer the phone later, but to be intentional because you have to cherish those moments. And that's what I'm learning. You have to cherish the moments because they go so fast. I can look at now, I remember my kids were children. Now they're grown with their own kids. So I'm learning to cherish the moment and learning to turn it off. And it's not easy. And I think as women, it's really, really hard because that's our nature. And when you have that business mind, you go, like you said, I'm going. And I have to learn to turn it off. I have to learn to take time out for my family, take time out for myself. And that's the transition for me, is learning. I'm still a work in progress, though. I ain't gonna,
And
I'm not
that's all
totally
good, but simple little things do make a difference.
Yes.
So all of that is spending time with the family,
Yes.
which is good. So let's talk a little bit now about your business, eXp Realty, which you are an agent, correct?
Correct.
And for someone that has a shaky credit that want to buy a home, is there any hope for them?
Oh, yes, there's hope. I always tell, we have the mindset of it's doom. Like, when we're in school, we thought we had a fail. When we got a fail, it was just awful. And I think when people look at their credit and it's bad, they think of it as a fail. So then they're a failure, but you're not. You have to learn. No one ever taught you about credit. So now you have to be educated about credit. So for me, I like to educate my clients about credit. You can get your credit fixed all day long. I can send you to the people. But I believe in making sure you understand your credit. You have to learn how to play the credit and not let the credit play you. That's what I tell them all the time. But no, it's not doomed. You can do it. Sometimes it may be just a little thing that you need to do to pull your credit up. But when you get the education and you're getting taught, you learn, then you're going to do better. We always know what the word says. Our people perish for what? Lack of knowledge. So we have to constantly educate, but we have to also put it into action. So I can't just clean your credit up, but not teach you, not show you.
So for people that are looking for down payment assistance, is there any such offer with your company?
So my company is real estate, but we also have the lending piece. So I deal with a lot of mortgage. I have a lot of lender partners. So there's a lot of down payment assistance programs. But most people think, oh, I got to have $25,000 down, or I have to have 25%. No, you only need 3.5%. But there's so many down payment assistance programs that can possibly cover most of your down payment assistance. There's Union Bank has one for $22,000. Bank of America has a program. The city has a program. I can go down a whole list, but it is basically tailored to that individual. So your situation, it may be different than my situation. So what I do is I sit down with my clients. Let's build a roadmap. What are your needs? What are your real estate goals? Because that's something that I always ask is, what are your real estate goals? And we don't think about that as when we're talking about real estate. We just, I want to buy a house, or I want to sell this house, or I want to invest. But what are your goals? So that we can have a plan of action, and that goes with the plan of action. So you may only need $10,000 in help because you have some money here. So then I'm going to find the program that fits for you.
And that's very good to hear. You will find a program that fits the client needs.
Yes.
So for someone that is looking forward to doing business with you, looking at the camera, where and how can they reach you?
I can be reached. Once again, my name is Anna Queen Tut. You can find me on all of the social media channels, and you can follow me. You can contact me at 323-335-9638. Once again, 323-335-9638. And you can also email me at Anna with 2 N's at thequeenoflistings.com, and on the web, www.annaqueentut.com.
All right, well said. Wow, you are an educator. Bravo.
Well, thank you.
Well, we do want to thank you so much for taking the time to come to our show. This show is not just connecting the differences in cultures between Africans and African Americans, but we also promote community businesses where you can find help if you need it, like going to Anna. So I do thank you again for coming to our show, and I wish you continuous success to your business.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and continued success for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We need to take another quick break to acknowledge our sponsors, because those guys, they're the ones that make this show possible. Welcome back to our beautiful show, the Yaba TV show. My name is Sia, your host. I know some of you are saying, why don't you like to brag about this show? Yes, it's a contemporary African show designed to bridge the cultural divide between Africans and African Americans. And of course, we promote community businesses. And as a grassroots African on a major network, hey, I have every reason to brag about it, glorifying God. Because, hey, without him, I wouldn't have done this. So coming back to my guest here on this show, I have with me Dr. Brooke Crawford, and she is an international woman indeed. She has a ministry, she's written books, she's on YouTube, she's everywhere. So we're just gonna blossom in this moment and have a talk with her. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Dr. Brooke Crawford.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you for my invitation on your program. I love your program. I'm a fan.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate it very much.
Yes.
So for our audience that don't know you, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been in ministry for several years. I am a minister of the gospel, and I also didn't start out that way. So my life has been very complex.
Okay.
And which I didn't know what was going to happen, because you just figure you just grow up, get married, have kids, whatever your career is, and that's that. And as time went on, I began to realize, wait a minute, there's a lot of things going on in this world, and I'm supposed to help do something,
How do you balance between your family and your career?
The Lord began to teach me that the first thing you need to do is pray. When you first get up in the morning, if it's just 5 or 10 minutes, just take that time to pray, maybe get one scripture.
Okay.
That's the number one key.
Okay.
The second key is have a planned schedule. Stick to your schedule.
Let's talk about your trip to Nigeria.
Yes. Well, my very first trip to Nigeria was amazing. And I had a love for South Africa because that's where I got ordained at.
Great. See, this is South
Hallelujah.
African beads.
Yes.
The
yes.
style is South African.
All right. That's
Yes.
South African. I had no idea that the Lord was going to end up ordaining me.
So let's talk about the book that you've written.
Yes. This is,
Show our audience your book.
yeah, it's called The Church That Makes the Difference. And the Holy Spirit wrote the book. I didn't write the book. He said, I want you to give this to the body of Christ. He said, because people need to understand who they are. Once you get saved, get born again, you need a guide. You need to understand your identity. And so that's why I wrote the book.
You've been to Israel too, right?
Oh, yes, several times.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Because I see your handbag says Jerusalem.
Yes.
Let's see it.
Yes. This is just one of the little small tiny handbags.
When we travel, when I go to Africa, whatever I'm taking with me, I can be rest assured that I'm not bringing it back. Because they will take every one of them. They say when you go back to the U.S., you get another one. Tell our audience, viewing audience, how they can reach you.
Yes, you can reach me either by calling 323-717-0444. Or you can also contact me through email. It's iicpm@aol.com. Also, you can write to the ministry, and that's IICPM, Dr. Crawford, or Attention to Dr. Crawford, P.O. Box 1144, Gardena, California, 90249.
All right. And you do host virtual meetings on Saturdays at 10 o'clock, correct?
Yes, at 10 a.m. And we have a number where you call in to get online with us. And that number is 701-802-5485, access code 629-5500#. You must, let me repeat that. You've got to put that pound in there. It's 701-802-5485, access code 629-5500#.
We need to take another quick break to acknowledge our sponsors. When we come back, we will wrap up with the show. Don't go away. We have come to the end of another beautiful show. But as we talk about balancing between career and family today, what a better way to balance your life if you sit at 2 o'clock at your television set to watch Yaba TV. So we bring you information based on first-hand knowledge, information that you can use, or if nothing else, the entertainment is totally out of this world. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody you know about our beautiful show as we air at 2 p.m. on Sundays. But don't forget, we have a YouTube channel, Yaba Media. When you go to our YouTube channel, enjoy the shows. But promise me one thing, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's the only way we can grow. And that's how we know that you're enjoying our show. Till then, we will see you next week at the same time on the Yaba TV show, your contemporary bridge to the motherland, Africa.
The previous program was sponsored by Yaba TV.